What's up, you people? Here we are, another episode on Warframe. I'm Lobo from WeDieHard, the clan who's up and plays so long, more than a decade now. And I'm here with Joey. Hey Joey, how are you?
Hello, internet. Hello,
Oh, we don't understand what Joey says.
Oh, sorry. How are you this fine evening? Sorry.
Oh, we are fine. How are you?
Sorry. Maybe there's a problem with my mic or something. But yes, here we are once again for another exciting Warframe stream. Eximus sadly could not join us today.
Yeah, on our own.
But,
here we are on our own because Eximus is not here. But let's just do this, yeah. Just the two of us.
Yeah.
Just the two of us.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
We are going to make it. We are making it. So here we go. Today to talk about the Rhino. Rhino is the second planet if you go down, because if you go up it's Mars. So it's not in Mars, it's on Venus. And you get this Rhino by doing over and over again the assassination of the Jackal. Not on the steel path, sorry. On the normal, it's a level 6-8. Why? You are asking us why you don't do the boss of the Earth. Why is that? Because Oro over here, since Earth is the first planet, of course, because Oro over here for once is a level 20-25, so when you start the game you are not kind of equipped to kill this boss, and you have to do airpole, and this mission is only when you do the archering. So to get to the boss of the Earth, you will have to go around the planets so you can have the quest of the archering. How do you get the quest of the archering? We don't remember.
I think it's MR gated, but to be honest, I'm not sure. I can look it up really quick.
Okay.
1 second.
It's not a main quest, yeah, it's a side quest, yeah. Now they have this... I don't know which one is it, to be quite honest. Maybe it's a main quest. I think it's a main quest where you get the archering. I don't know.
You need to do the Archwing quest, obviously. The first part of the Archwing quest can be started by completing the Mars junction located on Earth. So it's the junction between Earth and Mars.
Okay.
I think that unlocks the Archwing quest.
Yeah,
and by completing that quest, you get access to your first Archwing, Odonata.
Okay.
So,
so it's kind of the way if you go to Mars. If you go to Mars, you will get this because the rewards are a lot, and the quest arching is one of them. Then you have an incubator power core, a void relic segment, a lit H5 relic, a fragor blueprint, the Iron Phoenix card, the quest Heart of Demus also. It's where you get the quest Heart of Demus. And I'm sorry, I'm waiting again. And the codex scanner, and 25 codex scanners. So that's all the junction, but we of course did all this on the beginning. Have rewards, so to get to Venus also you get the Furious Blueprint, the Northwind, the Stormbringer, the Taxon Blueprint, the Clashing Forest, and the Hurricane Reactor. Oh, and the Dreamer's Bond and 500 salvage. So when you start the game, we're gonna have to do it again because this is kind of different, but yeah, when you start the game, both of the junctions, because you get a lot of rewards on it, and then you go to Venus, and then the boss of Venus will give you the Jackal. So let's go to the Jackal and we fight again.
Yeah.
Let's go to the Jackal.
You have a friend.
No, but we don't want a friend, bro. We don't want a friend. Fuck. Too
We
late.
have to put it on invite only.
Yeah,
We
forget
have to
about
back out of the mission
that.
and do it again.
I forget.
Look at him, he looks so happy.
He's happy. He's a cool guy. He's a beginner, bro. I'm gonna invite him for the clan. Banco Pel. Okay.
Banco Pel 55.
56.
56. Banco Pel 56.
Yeah, he's a level 1, man. So we are ready with Rhino, but I'm not gonna use the powers, so we can talk a little bit about them first. We're just going directly to the mission, because it's very easy mission. It's gonna be the luckiest day of Banco. Can I start this, bro?
Oh, gee, you're already up to your objective.
We can't. We have to wait for you. Here we go. So
yeah,
we have to kill.
So basically, what you do is you have to attack the arms of the jackal by destroying quote unquote, reducing one of the limbs of the jackal to 0. That will trigger, you know, the whole laser section, and then after that laser section completes, you attack again, and then you hit him with the Patazon.
Yeah.
The Patazon is something that I think all players. It's not something that is unlocked. You just get it by default. And you can hit the boss with the Patazon when the red symbol, sort of like a downwards pointing arrow. That's how you know you can hit him with the Patazon. And to do that, you approach the jackal within melee range, and then you press X. And that's how you. That's how you strike the jackal.
Yeah.
And then he's got all sorts of tricks. He's got all these light things. It's funny because this is not the original Jackal boss fight. This is actually a reworked version of the Jackal boss fight. Originally, it wasn't like this, although the principles were very similar.
Yeah. Not
so
that
this
much.
is actually a harder version of the boss fight.
Yeah.
This boss fight on Steel Path is actually really hard.
Really hard.
I remember because I tried doing this boss fight once on Steel Path and I couldn't really do it very well. I had to do a few tries to get it right.
So if you don't have your operator farm, so you can kind of do like this and escape the laser farms, there's spots that you can jump and kind of. I'm trying to go there. I don't do this so long, but I can't. Okay, so you come by here and you become up of the lasers. Oh my god, like this. I want to do it once before we go, but yeah, you just press here like this, see, and all the lasers will go down of you, and then when he does this, you kind of go down. So this is not that hard to do if you don't have the operator. Of course, if you have the operator, you just, when he starts the lasers, go to your operator farm and become invulnerable like this. If not, just go to one of these walls. Okay, and you have to kind of do like this and then a little bit further. See, it's not that easy to do that, but it's not that hard also. Just see, come here and then you press the right mouse.
Your camera up, crouch and jump.
Yeah,
and then try to hang glide to a wall or something.
Yeah, and to kind of grab, you just press the right button of the mouth, and that's that. And you become kind of like this. See,
because
I mean,
sometimes people find keys to different, buttons and stuff.
Yeah, but for default it's the right button, and you become in the wall for a while. It's not forever, so start it when he kind of do that sound, and you go there, and then you just press, and when you have to come down, it's usually when he finish the lasers. So it's kind of, it's done for the players that don't have the because it's so well timed that I think it's actually for the players that don't have the operator, because on the beginner you don't have the operator. So that this is it, how you get the Rhino. See, I get the neurotics, so we get a neurotics.
Yeah, I got the neurotics too.
Really easy mission. He will die very easy, even with the button, just shoot the legs, he will die very easily. And then just go to a higher ground and press that button. And I'm gonna invite this guy, add friend with this guy. So not that hard to do. Let's talk about Rhino now.
So you repeat this mission until you get all the 3 parts, and you can buy the main blueprint of Rhino at the
market.
At the market, yeah. Exactly.
You just press here, Rhino, and blueprint 35,000 credits. And then,
it's not hard to get, by the way. Even for a beginner, it's relatively easy. Just do a few missions, get a few mods, sell the mods for credits, or you can even, fuse them into or melt them down into Endo, as the case applies. But yes, that's how you get all the Rhino parts.
Yeah. The Rhino parts will become here.
You build the parts.
Yeah.
After you build the parts, you build Rhino.
I have all the parts. So you have the chassis, the systems, and the neurotics over here. You build them. You will need Rubido, Morphix, and stuff like that. See, salvage, Morphix. It's all things that you can get on the first levels, on the first planets. I think on the first 2 planets you can get all of these salvage plastics. I don't know, but Rubido and salvage for sure, and Gallium, I think so too. No, we don't want it, bro. Sorry. So sorry. Did you get? Yeah, you get.
Yeah, I disconnected.
No, I left the squad, so the guy wanted to do the fossil mission again. So when you get all the parts, you go there and you just kind of put it all together in your. And then I think it's 72. How much time it is for a Warframe to be ready?
72 hours.
72 hours, and you have your Warframe. So talking about Warframes, let's see the noob mods that I'm using. Oh, I have 13, man. Okay. No, I don't want this. So I only go with Steel Charge, Rush, Intensify, because it's already 100, of course. I'm with Redirection here because when I get the Rhino, I didn't get my operated, so on the old days I couldn't put life back. I have the Redirection and the Vitality, the Prime Flow, the Streamline, and Steel Fiber that gives me 55% armor because it's not full. I have the Arcane Grace and Energize as always in all. I'm gonna put the Continuity, I don't know why, because I always put it. And over here I have something. I'm going with, I don't know. I'm going with nothing. So let's talk about Rhinos. Are you here in my ship, bro?
Yeah.
Okay. The abilities.
Yeah, I'm on the ship.
So on the passive, Rhinos emit a shockwave dealing 100 damage after landing from a great height. That's cool. The tips are: Rhino is immune to damage during Rhino Charge. What is Rhino Charge? It's the number 1. Rhino Charge. Rhino charges towards a target, clumbering any in his path and goring his victim. Iron Skin. It's kind of invulnerability time, where
it gives you an invulnerability period. The more damage you get into that invulnerability period translates, of course this is all calculated, but it translates into a higher number of, not armor, overguard. Overguard, because that's a change they made, DE made recently. For some reason, the Iron Skin, the D decided that it no longer gives armor, but instead gives overguard. But armor is still important for Rhino because the amount of armor he has, and there's ways of tweaking that with certain mods, it extends the amount of overguard you get. So two things impact the amount of overguard you get. It's how much damage you get during your invulnerability period. So if you get, let's say you get 1,000,000 damage during your invulnerability period, you don't die because you're invulnerable. That combined with the armor level that you have translates into a higher level of overguard, and what's it called? The ability strength also impacts it. So yeah, the Rhino's Iron Skin is different now. Because it used to only give you armor. Now it gives you overguard, and overguard is basically, it's added health with resistances, and while you have it, you can't get knocked down. So it's like Prime Sure-Footed, only without having the mod. You can't get knocked down so long as your overguard is up. If your overguard descends to 0, well, you can get knocked down again. So that's how it works. But yeah, that's how Iron Skin works. It gives you invulnerability period. The damage you receive gets calculated with your ability strength and your base armor, and then that translates into the amount of overguard you receive. That's basically it. It's one of the there are better ways of survival now, but for a long time, this was one of the best. This was one of the best ways, and it's still useful nowadays. So even after Dante and Colevo and all those guys, so it's still useful and very useful for a new player. But his vest ability, I don't know if you want to go into that.
Yeah,
but his vest ability.
I'm with Roar now.
Let's
talk about Roar first. Roar.
Rhino Roar.
Yeah, Grandsal nearby warframes increase damage for a short duration. So, what did it do, Joey?
That's very poorly explained. And in fact, it's actually a gripe that the Warframe community as a whole has with the description of what Rhino Roar does. Because a lot of people think, oh, it deals increased damage or it improves your ability strength. None of those things are happening. Basically, what it does is that it gives you multiplicative damage. Okay. And it's not bad multiplicative damage. Well, basically, most of the mods on your weapons, they give you additive damage on all sorts of different things and aspects. It gets very complex, but essentially, most mods give you additive damage. Roar is basically a faction damage mod. So basically, it multiplies the damage that you deal, and it's a dramatic difference. It also impacts, and it's a universal damage modifier. So what that does is, let's say you have a toxin weapon, okay? You shoot an enemy with a toxin weapon, and you hit him for 5, and the toxin deals like a single instance of 2 damage, like a tick, a DOT, damage over time, tick of 2 damage. What Rhino Roar does is that it gives you 2 instances of 2 damage. So like you hit a target for 5, and Roar gives you 2 instances of 2 damage. So basically it multiplies your damage that you deal to your enemies. It's really good. It's one of the best abilities in the game. And later on, when you get something called the helmet, having a Rhino is going to be useful because you can get to feed, let's say, subsume a non-prime Rhino Warframe to the helmet and that gives you the roar ability, which you can use later on other Warframes. But for now, for new players, it's basically one of the best abilities in the game. And if you have a Rhino with high ability strength, it's very worth it. It's very worth it.
So if you didn't said if the weapon have 5 damage, it will multiply to what? 15?
Yeah, basically. Yeah. So it multiplies the let's say the damage you deal on impact and all the DOTs that you deal. And it also affects your the damage your abilities deal too. So if you have damaging abilities, like say, I don't know, like Mesa's regulators, for example, and Mesa gets affected by the Rhino roar, the damage that comes from her pistols, the regulators, is also impacted by roar. So it deals more damage. It's just damage all around. And it's increased damage, yes, but it's yeah, for all the team, so long as you're within the radius of the roar. Yeah. So and that's impacted by ability range.
It's 25 meters, my radius. Yeah.
All right. So if I'm within 25 meters of you, I will get that bonus damage.
It's not like the speed of the vault that if you are in the other part of the map, but I press 2, you are fast. You have a radius and you have to apply in that radius. Okay, so next one, Rhino stump. Rhino stumps with force sufficient to disrupt time, tumbling enemies around him in stasis. Do you want to talk about this?
There's not really much to talk about that one, but basically it's a crowd control ability, and it's useful. The enemies basically stay still, in thin air, basically.
For 10 seconds.
And you can...
And have a radius also, 25 meters, so it's the same radius as the stump, or as the roar. So, okay.
Mad's joining us. Hello, Mad!
Hey, Mad!
Hi, guys.
I said Mad. I said hello to Mad, yeah. So, Rhino also comes with his own signature weapon, kind of like that. It's do you know what it is? It's the axe thingy.
Sindo, yes. He's got it's an axe. There's also a prime version of that axe. It's called the Sindo Prime, and it's got really good stats. Yeah. The Sindo Prime has really good stats. The problem with Sindo is that it's slow. It's a slow weapon. Of course, you can modify it for higher speed. Yeah, but
then you lose a mod space that you can put in, something to put it stronger. But I will use it since I have it with my new kind of thingy, pressure point, prime fury. I have organ shatter and wide jump edge. I don't have nothing for speed. My God, fever strike, molten impact, volcanic.
I'd replace Jagged Edge for something like Quickening or Berserk Fury.
I don't think I have
something like that.
I don't think I have nothing like that. Oh my God. Well, I'm just gonna show it. But like yeah, this weapon you also can buy over here on the market, I think. Yeah.
I actually don't know. I don't know how you get the Sindo normally.
Yeah, it's over here.
Good question. How do you get the Sindo normally?
It's the 15,000, and it's a level 2 weapon, so it's something that you can have really early on the game. It's over here. You just buy the blueprint, and you don't need no parts. It's just a blueprint, and then Galio salvage circuits and alloy plate, and you get it, and 30,000 more on the crafting. So that's that. Let's see what our rhinos do over here. Let me put friends only from now on. Over here on the onslaught where we test everything. Of course we're gonna test it on the sanctuary onslaught because we can, because they are both level 30.
Okay, just a second. Oops. Alright.
Don't worry, bro. I think we covered
I do
basically.
have the Prime version of the Sendo, the Sendo Prime. That's it's not a bad weapon.
And it's faster, yeah.
You get some really nice stats. Although I think it's better used for like say stat stick, or you know maybe we can talk about this when we get to Cuervo. But if you have slow weapons, it really pays off to use a gun called the Rauta, which is Cuervo's signature weapon, because every shot that you deal with the Rauta, basically. Every shot you deal with the Rauta gives you combo hits, melee combo hits, which is really nice.
So I'm doing power number 1, as you can see. It just goes from one place to the other very fast, and he is invulnerable when he's doing that. Yeah, this is very slow ass weapon, bro. I want my sword back. But yeah, number 1 power. Now I'm gonna do the number 2, and see, I'm invulnerable. Now I can kill without any problem. Well, I'm not invulnerable anymore. I gotta go. Mommy, I don't wanna go. I don't wanna die. I don't wanna die. Okay, I'm gonna put iron skin again. Now I'm gonna use the power number 3 that multiplies my damage thingy. And I'm getting.
We're using one of the probably the very first prime weapon that most players will obtain, the Breton Prime. It's relatively easy to obtain. There's tons of relics for it, and it's always unvaulted. So it's a prime weapon that everybody has access to, theoretically.
So I did the power number 4. As you can saw, they all freeze in the air. See, they all freeze except for the Eximus. Eximus will not freeze. Okay, kill the Eximus first.
The Eximus will not freeze so long as they have the overguard. If you remove their overguard, they can be affected by CC abilities. So Rhino Stomp, for example, and a bunch of other stuff.
So it's a cool one to have. Let's see in the next level the power of a Rhino, of a real Rhino, and then Joey will show us his mods, and that's it.
My build with this Rhino actually is currently incomplete. I think I have one slot open.
No worries, man. Just say what.
But yeah, because I've been meaning to update my Rhino, but I just I'm kind of lazy, lol. But yeah. And I've been focusing on other frames, but he's one of the, like, early game, he's one of the best frames you can get.
Yeah. And it's your second frame if you go by down. Or yeah. Okay, let's see where Joey is. And okay, Joey is here.
I'm on the top floor.
I see you. Okay, use your powers, bro, so we can see you in action.
Okay, I'm skin. I'm a metal man, and I've used my wand, but I actually have silence on it because of the common system.
Yeah.
And silence is again, it's one of those abilities, kind of like Rhino Roar, but although it operates differently, it's a damage multiplier, but it works differently than Roar. So you can see how Rhino can be a really effective Warframe if you combine abilities that are damage multipliers. So in my case, I have silence and Roar going off at the same time, and even if I have a bad gun or whatever, enemies just die. So
kind of he can freeze them. You can become freeze them for 10 seconds if they are in the radius like this. See, nobody's shooting me now. You can kind of become stronger and become invulnerable. Become stronger, kind of more damage in your weapons and stuff like that, and he becomes invulnerable. So it's a great Warframe to the start. Have great powers. If you start with the Excalibur, it's something different. If you any of the starter Warframes, kind of like that, the Rhino is something different, something for definitely learn other powers, and that the Warframes have another powers. I think it's a excellent choice for a second Warframe. A little bit better than the second choice that you can go by Venus. Don't go inside, okay? You have to go to your ship. Yeah, you have to go to your ship to send me your build. But yeah, I think it's as I know that Joey really likes him. For me, Rhino was a little bit on this. I didn't get much attention to Rhino. I just kind of I start the game doing an enormous dojo, so it was one of those that kind of go a little bit on my side. But yeah, everybody loves Rhino. I know Joey loves Rhino, Eximius loves Rhino, I think everybody in the clan loves Rhino, and it's a great starter or second Warframe for you to have instead of what your starter or starting Warframe is.
Sorry, I invite you to the orbiter again.
Yeah, you have to go to your orbiter to send me your.
I know that, but how do I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. I'll just send you my build then. Just 1 sec.
How you see the?
Okay, just a second. Link config. Okay, we're on the same squad. All right.
Yeah, just send me as a message. If we kill Forward, which Warframe we get?
Forward. That's the invasion one, right?
Yeah.
You get Nyx.
Nyx.
You get Nyx forts.
So your second chance is a Nyx or a Rhino. But the thing is that Mars, it's a level 20-ish.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm seeing all the planet, all the missions. So it's always 13, 15. But yeah, you have a lot of missions that are 50. So instead of in Venus everything it's 6, 8, and then if you go to Mercury it's kind of 7, 9. So kind of the game continues, but then it's the end. Yeah, then it's the end. So yeah, it's much easier to go for the Venus side than for the Mars side. Lua, another option that you have. I think the thing that we say is do all the junctions, always get the way to the junctions, do the junction, but then don't go directly to Mars. You have other stuff to see. Lua also, it's a 20-ish level against Greeneer. 25-30, so you have to speed up really fast to kind of get good mods to get to these levels 20ish. Over here in Mercury, yeah, you can just kind of the game obliges you to go to level 20ish, or you know, grind on the low levels until you can get to level 20. I never knew that. So let's see Rhino's configuration that you should use. Oh, you have all of them, man. So
yeah, keep in mind that's a very late game kind of build.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, it's the best and
yes.
the worst, man. I showed the worst. Now let's show the best. So prime redirection, prime continuity, prime flow to finish with the primes. Um, on the stance, you have the growing power, not powder. It's not a powder. It's a power. On status effect, with weapons, squad increases personal ability strength by 25% for 6 seconds. We have the power drift that gives 15 abilities strength and 30% chance to resist knockdown. Then we have the iron shrapnel. Iron skin augment. Recasting iron skin will cause it to detonate, dealing 40% of its remaining health as puncture damage and knocking down enemies. This one is for the Rhino. It's not maxed up, I don't know why. Where do you
Yeah,
get
because
this?
it's not really, it's like you can press your iron skin again, and it creates a shockwave that sends down enemies. It's kind of like an emergency button kind of thing.
Okay, okay.
So
And where do you
it
get
lets
it?
you manually recast iron skin.
Okay.
It's useful in certain situations,
And
but you don't have to put it on here. In fact, I'm thinking of replacing that slot with something like fast deflection, because like I told you before the stream, shields are very useful now. If you use primary direction with fast deflection, you have, I'm not going to say guaranteed survivability, but you're pretty much insured with survivability. So that's something that's good to know. I'm thinking of actually replacing that with fast deflection. In fact, let me just put it here so you can show 2 people fast deflection.
But
Another useful mod that you can use is this one.
But where do you get this iron shrapnel?
What's it called? Vigilante Vigor.
Where did you get this iron shrapnel?
You get it from one of the syndicates. I think it's Arbiters of Exodus, which is my syndicate, by the way. Let me check.
No worries, no worries. It's one of the syndicates. People go and search. Let me just finish this.
Rhino. Actually, no, you don't get it from Arbiters. Let me check Sootha real quick.
Okay.
Sootha, Rhino. No, I think this is a Steel Meridian thing. Let me check. Rhino. Yeah, you get it from Steel Meridian.
Okay. So that's where you get this mod. Then you have the Blind Rage, the Umbral Intensify, that gives you tower resistance and ability strength. The Augur Secrets that give you ability strength, and then the Treasured Fortitude that gives 55 ability strength and takes out 27.5 ability duration. So not the 10 seconds on the number 4 with this one. More strength but less time of their freezing, kind of like that. Then he goes with the Molt Augmented and Arcane Energize, like me. So do you have the new one? Oh, the fast deflection. It's here. This is
a new what? Sorry.
And this is the Vigilant Vigor. Vigilant Vigor gives you 60.
Yeah, no, that's if you use these mods with, let's say, primary redirection, but you don't have to get primary redirection. Normal redirection also works. If you use these 3 mods, you basically you have really good survivability on your Warframe, or just you don't really need to use the prime version. If you can use the prime redirection, sure, but this also works really well
with the redirection normal. So these 2 mods and that one for the Rhino, instead
Rhino
of
and
instead
Rhino
of
and
iron
Warframe,
shrapnel.
really. Any other Warframe really. Like if you get these 3 mods on your Warframe, you have really good survivability, basically.
Okay, let's show it again. This one. 90% shield recharge, less delay. Okay, it's only good things. Vigilant Vigor, 60% shield recharge and less 30% of delay. 5% chance to enhance critical hits from primary weapons, that's a bonus. And then one of the redirections, giving you one of 180 and the other only 100, and this one is the more common. How you get the prime redirection? How you get these prime frames? I also have them.
The prime redirection, you get it from, I'm sorry to say, Battle Kittir, or you can buy it on Trade Chat. But I suggest waiting on Battle Kittir,
yeah,
which is the Void Trader. He comes every 2 weeks. Yeah, last visit he didn't have this mod. I don't think. No, he had Prime Smite Porpoise and something else that I don't remember, and the Prisma Oma, which is, you know, it's a decent melee. I've been actually testing it today. I'm not a big fan of the Prisma Oma. It's useful, but it's not like amazing or anything. That's me though. Those are my conclusions, but yeah.
Why did you move, man? You were side by side to say goodbye, bro.
Oh.
So that's it. Bye bye. See you in the next one. Hope you are all cool, all fine, all really healthy. And remember, if you want to be really happy, make the others happy, because only doing good you're gonna feel good, and that's that. And we are out of here. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Joey really have to get some sleep because he's going to work 10 a.m. So thank you so much for your sacrifice on your sleeping hours to be here with us. Really appreciate it. Congratulations for the 500 views on the last video of Warframe. Thanks so much for everybody that saw, everybody that put likes. That's how we grow. Please do that again, and thanks to Eximius also, but he's not here, but he will come on Thursday, so next Sunday he will be here for sure. And this is it. Bye bye. This will come out on YouTube on Monday, on Twitch right about now, and see you in the next one. Joey, once again, thank you so much for your sacrifice on the hours and being here, being an awesome person and explain everything about Rhino. Rhino, sadly, don't have so much to talk. It's all done. You just get it and you use it, and then Rhino Prime, of course, you get on the relics. I guess it's all. Joey, you have more to say?
No, you just said Rhino is a really good frame. He's one of the best non-starter frames, but you can get him early game kind of frames. And he will help you through a lot of the star chart. Not gonna say everything, but he's good in the early game. As time goes forward, you're gonna find more interesting frames. Cuervo, for example, is a frame you can get very early on, and he can do millions of damage rather easily. We should probably do
we're gonna do them all, so don't worry. Yeah, we're gonna do them all. So, but that's another episode. But yeah, great starter. Not from the start, like Joey said, but great starter Warframe, and something that you will make a lot of help on you getting that star chart done, and that's one of the most important things for me. If you're starting the game, finish that star charge, and on the normal way, and on a steel path, the kind of faster that you can. So yeah, we are here. Bye, Joey. Love you like a brother, man.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Peace.
Oh, like, subscribe, and share. After
WeDieHard Productions.
Reprendre votre thérapie, d'aller en partie.